Okay, y'all. So I'm getting ready to go over to the bamboo site. It's about 8:15 in the morning on Tuesday. So I looked at this mower some yesterday. I don't know what's going on with it. I don't know if the engine might be locked up or something, man, because it won't turn it. There seems to be, it'll try to turn it, but maybe some of you guys can tell me what it could be. It might be a bad connection somewhere or something, but the solenoid was loose, so I tightened that up. And I put the battery charger on the battery and turned the key, and it tried to turn it, but it won't turn it. It won't turn it all the way. It's not, you know, it'll turn though, but I just can't get, see? It won't get past that point, man. So it might be locked up. And that was what I was saying about, you know, when you get stuff from jobs. Now I got it here. I got to haul it out of here or something. I'm going to try to find somebody online that I'll just sell it to. I'm going, whatever you guys suggest. So we can turn the key on. It's on and everything. And so let's bypass the solenoid. See, it tried to turn in, didn't it? Damn. See, it won't get past that. And I don't know, man, so that's one thing got going on that I'm gonna have to make a move with, because I don't want it. I don't want the mower. Y'all see, I got that new 700. This is the old 700. You see how I painted, put red paint on it and everything. I'm gonna put it right there on that shelf, and this is gonna be for parts for this one. And there's a lot of parts for these things, and that's why I always talk about, you know, I like to buy the same stuff as long as everything is top quality. And we know these are top quality. So, yeah, this right here, I've replaced this 2 or 3 times on here, on this blower. So that's about $30 right there. This plate right here, y'all see this plate? I call it an L plate. It's the whole thing that holds all this. And it's like an L. And this right here sits on the plate, right? Well, that plate right there, I don't remember exactly what it costs, but it ain't cheap. It's 60 or 70 bucks, pretty sure. And then, of course, you got, well, hell, even the little things like this is a pain in the butt. Then you got, you know, this. You got this right here. You got the whole nozzle, the trigger. Everything is good on this. So, yeah. So, y'all think I got my money's worth out of it? Yeah, I have. And a lot of guys would probably say, well, man, you can fix that. But see, it goes back to what I talk about all the time. I don't want to spend my time doing that. I mean, it's not worthy of fixing to me. It's you know, well, I probably had it 4 or 5 years, ever since the 700 came out. So that was the reason why I bought a new 700 and not an 800 or 600. I got an 800 sitting right there. I don't like it. It's too stiff. The nozzle on the 800 is super stiff, man. I don't really like it, and the blower's heavy for what you get. You know, it ain't. I mean, it might be a little more powerful than these, but it ain't much. And I don't do a lot of big leaf stuff, so yeah, I'm trying to cover that light up. Anyway, I'm thinking to grab the drone, and I'm going over to the bamboo site. I want to make sure I can get the drone today. It's Tuesday morning. It's like it's going to be a beautiful day. I'm just going back over to the bamboo site to wrap up all the work that I was doing over there over the weekend. I knew I'd have at least another day over there, and probably more than that, but today I'm gonna focus on moving that dirt, and I'm gonna try to put the drone in the air and get some footage. I don't know if it'll let me fly it over there or not. Sometimes it does. It's right on the borderline of, yeah. So I appreciate the views, but I wish some of you guys do me a favor, man. So I read somewhere, and you'll be helping me out, I read somewhere that in the comments on, like, say a video, if you just leave an emoji, that counts as a comment. So you don't have to say anything, just leave an emoji, a good emoji or a bad emoji, any kind of emoji in the comments, so I can get the algorithms to do a little bit better, man. I'd appreciate it, you know, and that's the only thing, you know, that you guys can do that watch the channel regular to help me, well, get more views. I mean, at the end of the day, because the videos, well, they take a lot of time, and even though if I can't, you know, I'm not making no money on it, well, I'm making a little bit of money, but I'm really not, because it takes so much time. The money that I make on YouTube don't even cover the cost of the cameras. So, I mean, not to mention the editing and all. I just, you know, that would be something that you guys could do to kind of help me, right? And I would appreciate a thumbs up, a thumbs down, a sad face, a happy face. I mean, how much effort is it, man? Come on, man, y'all work with me. Let me get some of these comments up and likes. Because I feel like I'm just treading water now. Channel's not getting any bigger, and I'm not getting any more views. I'm getting less views, and I know there's a core set of people that really watch the videos, but you know, I'm getting 800 views, and I'm getting 8 comments or 10 comments. So I got another job to look at. I talked to a gentleman yesterday afternoon. He is a homeowner about 8 miles from here, and he's got a bunch of pine trees, sapling. He wants grass in there. So I'm gonna go look at that. I got to meet him today at around 4. So it looks like that'll be, well, from the, you know, we did a video call. Still hard to see, you know, with you know, doing a video, you know, on a video call. But we talked for about 25 minutes. I told him, you know, I have to come look at it, and he wants to meet today. Now Thursday, excuse me, not Thursday, but Friday, and I'm pretty sure Saturday, I will be over at that brush cutting job I showed you guys last week. And you never know, man, I might feel froggy, man. I might, if I go over here and look at this job today, and it seems like something I can do in one day or whatever, then I might go on over there tomorrow. I mean, you just never know. Well, I can't really go over there. I got a doctor's appointment tomorrow. Sweet Pea's going to the vet today. She's been great ever since, you know, whatever happened the other night. But she seems to be, I mean, she's all the way back to normal. So my wife made a vet appointment today, and she's taking her to the vet. I want to say it's at 2 o'clock. I was going to take her, but I got to meet with this guy over here. So my wife said she'll take her. And that works for me. So, but yeah. So I don't know what's going on with that mower back there, you know, that mower that I picked up. I might just move it out of the way for a minute. I thought that it would be a really easy, quick fix. But there's a few things I noticed when I was looking at it. Well, somebody cut the fuel line. So there's that. not a big deal, you know. When I was over at the deal yesterday, I bought fuel filters for the mowers, and I bought a fuel filter for that mower as well. So, yeah. No word on my truck. Yeah. I knew it was going to be like that. I'm just so glad that I got this truck, you know. But if I don't, you know, prepare, you know, because there was, you know, a time where I didn't have this truck. You know, I just had that the other old F-250 and my newer truck. And I knew that I needed to buy another F-250. I knew better than that. Because if I had bought an F-150 saving a few $1,000s, I wouldn't be able to pull a skid steer. You know, or if I did pull it, it'd be real sketch. This truck pulls it great, man. Of course, it doesn't. Main thing it does well is it stops it good too. So. Yeah. I don't know what's up with that mower though, man. You know, you got to look at what they've done to it, and it looks like, so far, it looks like they have, you know, taken the safety switch out of the seat. And when people start doing all that kind of stuff, and you know, you don't never know what is actually going on with it. So I'm not going to spend a whole heap of time fooling with it. If I lived closer to Tom Dolby, I'd probably take it down there and just let him fix it. You know, he could probably fix it. I don't know why the engine's not turning all the way over. I don't know. I'm gonna talk to my mechanic about that, because I'm going straight from the battery to the. I'm bypassing the solenoid, and it still ain't turning it all the way over. And the battery's hot. The battery's you know, the battery's pretty good. All the tires are good. I mean, everything, look, the deck is, I mean, dude, I mean, it looks like it's in great shape. But if it's got a blown engine, then, you know, it's probably still worth something. But it ain't gonna be worth a lot to me, and I'm not gonna be wanting to fool with it. I just don't know, man. You know, I don't know that much about engines and all that, but my mechanic does. I'll find out. I mean, I know enough about engines to get in trouble, but my mechanic can tell me if it's lost compression or whatever. I don't think it has, because it won't turn it. Maybe I'll take the spark plug out and try to do it, and try to turn it over. You just don't know what it could, you know, you just don't know. So there might have been a hopeful come up, but it turned into a dud, because I'll spend another hour fooling with it. I knew it wasn't going to start because the freaking fuel line's been cut. I don't know why somebody would cut the fuel line, but somebody did. I don't understand that. So I mean, I don't even know if it'll fire. It won't turn over, so. Okay, y'all, so I can't get the drone. The drone won't fly here. We're too close to an airport. I don't know what airport that is, but apparently we're too close to one. So best I can do is put y'all on time lapse. I'm gonna try to put y'all up here, but the sun's gonna be, I don't know how good a footage I'm gonna get, because the sun. Okay, y'all. So y'all pretty much see what all I got done. It's not as smooth as I want it to be, but every time I dig any deeper, I'm pulling up trash. And I'm not gonna keep digging because, well, I don't want to be over here all day long. This right here will work. I see a little dip right here. I'm gonna try to fill in, take that little spot right there and put it right there. But other than that, grass will grow here and we can put a lawnmowers on it. And that's all you want to be able to do. You want to be able to put lawnmowers on this stuff. So this will wrap right here, man. And it took me right at 4 hours. So yeah, all right, y'all. Okay, y'all, so y'all see what I got done over here. I got done with everything that I thought I could, right on time too. I only spent 4 hours over here, so that's a lot cheaper than what it cost him to have the other dirt removed. A lot cheaper. So yeah, but y'all saw what I got going on, man. I ain't, you know, it's just moving dirt today. Every job's not, you know, thrilling, but it did take a while for sure, man. I don't know how much dirt I moved in the last couple of days, but I moved a lot, I'm sure. That sort of looks better than it probably is. So get skid steer home. I don't know, man. I got a meeting at 4 o'clock. Shit, by the time I get home, get everything undone and eat some lunch, it's gonna be time for me to go back out again. We'll try to get some footage of that job today. I don't know if I'll be able to or not. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get that job. I told him, I gave him a day rate. So, just so he would, so I know I'm not wasting my time going and looking. You know, when I told him $1,400 a day, he said, okay. He said it might take 2 days. And I'm like, I don't know. I have to look at it. So, you hate to go look at it, and then I guess that's, you know, one thing that makes it a little bit easier, more friendly, you know, when you're on the phone with somebody, when they want to know about how much, you know, it's not exact, but about. And if you tell them, you can't tell them a price based on the job if you haven't seen it. At least I can't. But I can, you know, give a daily rate and see what their reaction is. Because if I hadn't told him anything, and I get over there, and then I tell him, well, either the $1,400 or blah blah dollars for the whole job, he might say, oh no, that's too much. And then I wasted my time. At least this way, I'm not wasting my time. I don't really go look at jobs that I don't think I'm going to get, or I think it's going to be. Most of the time, I go look at a job, I get it. If it's made it through all my filters, then yeah. So okay, y'all. So I'm headed over here to meet with this homeowner over here about this little clearing he wants to do. I don't know how much footage y'all get. I'm supposed to meet him around 4:30 or so. It's 10 after 4 now. He just texted me and said he was running a little bit late. So I said, well, I'm leaving now. So he said, I should be there when you get there. And I'm like, okay. So like I was telling y'all earlier, this job will be at least a 1-day job, if not a 2-day job. Yeah, and he got my information from some of the time-lapse stuff I've been putting on Facebook and Nextdoor. So yeah, y'all know what it is, man. We're trying to make that money, man. We're trying to keep the money flowing, man. We got to keep it flowing. The work's been so spaced out, by the time I get paid on one job, it's like filling a fuel tank up, you know. Pay all your bills, and then throw a little bit in savings, and then you start seeing things go back down, and then bam, you hit a lick, and then back up, and then, you know, if the timing ain't right, you still find yourself moving money around when you're working every day. So I need to get the $4,100 that they owe me over here. I'll get that probably Thursday or Friday. Yeah. Damn, man. So I hate getting out at this time of day. You can't get anywhere, you know, and I don't even live in a big city, but you see, me having to come out at 4:30 to meet somebody about a job, that's a 2-hour event at least, and I'm not getting paid for that. This job I think I'll get though. So, but and this 4:30 on my way back is going to be, you know, 5:30. Yeah, it'll be worse then. Okay, so basically I want to take off about 30 feet that way, right to the bottom of that hill. It goes straight up too right there. All this gone. He's on the phone with them now talking about renting a chipper. See, there's really no place to put this stuff. But we don't want to leave a bunch of stuff like this. See, we know we could, that's why he stopped doing that. Because, well, you got to deal with these stabs, man. And I'd rather deal with the stabs when the tree is like that, but it's still up. I pushed the whole tree over. So, about where my car is, straight up through there. The brush cutter will do it, man, but it doesn't make a mess. It's little bitty stuff though. But yeah, y'all, so I'm gonna talk for a minute and I'll kick back. Kind of wanted to show y'all what this is, and but you see, about 30 foot, so from where that tree right there is, 30 foot over, all the way up the hill. And there's a couple ways that we can do that. I'm trying to put together, and I'm learning, man. You know, I mean, every time I look at stuff, and look, we're in a HOA, y'all. You know, and I told him, I said, man, I would not want to come over here and work on the weekend, because he was trying to get me to do it, you know, maybe do it over the weekend, a weekend, and I told him, no, man, I don't want to. I'm not going to be wanting to do it over the weekend, because there's too many residents in here and stuff. So that ain't for me, man. But he's cool with it. He's like, yeah, man, whenever. So I think that my thing, you know, I just don't know, man. I'm almost thinking that my grinder cutter will grind those things down to where they ain't hard as they're all half dead anyway. I'll grind the hell out of it. But see, he done, well, he done cut some of them off at the ground. So those are the ones I'm gonna have to grind. Gonna have to have the stump grinder, gonna have to have the brush cutter, and gonna have to have the grapple bucket, and gonna have to have the tooth bucket. You're gonna need 4 things over here. And I'll bring a guy on the ground. He said if I brought a ground guy that he'd pay the ground guy. So you know, I told him if he'd throw $100 toward the ground guy, that I would pay the other, you know, 40 or 50 bucks, whatever it takes, you know, for the ground guy. So, but yeah, man, another good job. So we're contemplating early next week. I don't want to, you know, I could rush and try to do a day on Thursday if I wanted to, but see, I don't want to do that, man, because I got that other job that I'm going to be starting on Friday, and I don't, you know, you don't want to tie your hands up like that, because you want to try to get 2 days over here, and I know it's going to be a 2-day job, And even he said, yeah, it's going to be more than a day. And I'm like, yeah. And a lot of the reason why it's going to be more than a day is because of the 20 or so stumps that I'm going to have to grind. Moving forward, after I get his stumps ground, that he's cut off, then after that I won't have to grind too many more. Ooh. And you definitely want to do that kind of work right there before the summertime. The colder the better. And we were thinking about renting a chipper. He called the rental place, and but the more I walked through there and looked at everything, I don't think a chipper's going to be too much work. Well, number one, you can't put a chipper up in there, so now you got to take everything out of there. If you're using a chipper, I don't really need my grinder. I mean, as far as my brush cutter. So it's a job, and it will be a challenging job for sure. It ain't gonna be your run of the mill, Yeah. This traffic is just fucking terrible. Look at this. This is why I don't like being out this time of day. 5:30? No, man, I'm good. But y'all know, man. Y'all know I'm doing what I got to do. That'd be a good job. Now, how would I price that? If I'm not doing it by the day, y'all. And I don't even think that the slope, the camera, y'all could even see that slope. That slope is pretty bad. I mean, yeah. Gonna be a lot of sliding around on that slope with them pine needles like they are. So I'll cut all that shit down though. But if I try to squeeze it in, I can't tomorrow because I got a doctor's appointment. If I try to squeeze a day in on Thursday, and then he'll want me to come back on Friday, well, I can't come back on Friday because I got that other job. And then I won't want to commit to this guy over here for Saturday because the other job, I have all my equipment at that other job. You got to be thinking. I think you got to be thinking like that when you're doing skid steer jobs and that kind of thing, and when you're dealing with a lot of unknowns, and there's always unknowns. So, but I like making money, so. And that stuff up in there, I'll grind that shit down like it ain't nothing, man. I might be able to do all that in one day, maybe. I don't know. He's expecting 2 days, so I didn't tell him. I've tried to stop telling people. Like, I think I can get it done in one day. I may be able to get it, I undersell and overachieve. That's one thing I've gotten a lot better at. Because there's always something that we ain't thinking about. A dumpster, I don't think a dumpster would be the best bet either. The best bet's gonna be using, there's a spot up on the top. I didn't show y'all that. There's a spot up on the top of that slope that I can take stuff to. So I gotta stop and fill the car up with fuel. So yeah, y'all, kick it.